Well, with just under a day left of Galbrena's banner, I have decided that I am going to be going for S1. And I'm going to be doing that by just buying these. So with this and a tiny little bit more farming, I'll have another 40 pulls. I obviously wouldn't be doing this if we weren't guaranteed. If we were on a 50-50, I wouldn't be doing this because I don't want to risk these. I'd rather just make it easy and just buy one of these. But because we're guaranteed and we have enough pulls, probably I could do a little bit more farming because I haven't done this yet or this, so I can definitely get some more pulls. But we'll be able to guarantee a Galbrena copy. So that is precisely what we're going to be doing. We're going to be trying to get Galbrena to S1 today. I don't believe the whole crit damage increase in this first part is actually going to help us too much, because I believe you need specific characters for that. But the immune to interruption thing, that's what I'm more interested in, and I don't believe there's any specific requirements for that. So there we go, 38 pulls. We are at 27 pity, so this is 37 pity. Earlies would be really, really sick because we can save more pulls that way and potentially even get another copy of Galbrena. But we'll have to see how that goes. So here is 48 pity or 47 pity, and we see another 4-star. We are basically just getting a bunch of coral from these guys because I think I have all the 4-stars on here. S6 should be our 5-star, except it's not. So that's fun. That should have been our 5-star. It's not our 5-star though, but that is totally fine, because we can still guarantee it right here. No, right here. 60, no, okay, wait a minute. See, this wasn't supposed to go this way. I said earlies, remember when I said earlies at the start of this? That's what I was going for, game. Well, too bad, we can still do it. Let's go do this. Really shouldn't be too difficult. And I don't need a ton more Astrites because we are at like, what, it'd almost be 70 pity now, so we should be seeing a 5-star within the next pull or two. The game obviously didn't hear me say that I wanted earlies, although I'll let that slide if you give me a back-to-back 5-star. There we go. Now I'm gonna get out of here because I am not even gonna attempt this without having the really good buffs. But we get 625 Astrite, which should be well and truly enough to get S1 Galbrena. But you know, the game's just gonna be nice to me. And it's going to just give me back-to-back. Like, watch this. We're going to do 70 pity right here. We're going to see a 5-star. This is going to be our Galbrena. Never mind, it's a 4-star. I can't use it. Great. This here, 71 pity. This is going to be our S1 Galbrena. Oh my god, please stop it. 72 pity. See, they want to make us wait a little bit more. 72 pity. That, Jesus Christ. Hello? Wuthering waves, 73 pity. Give me my freaking 5-star, please. 73 pity, I swear to God. Thank you. This game doesn't like me sometimes. We're guaranteed though. So, boom. S1 Galbrena. And probably one of the sickest gotcha, not gotcha, whatever it's called, convene animations so far out of the pistol characters. There is S1 Galbrena. We don't have enough pulls to go any further because the game isn't nice to me. So it took a little bit of work, but my theory of just buying the pool still checked out because we wouldn't have had an S1 Galbrena if I just waited to get 360 or whatever it is of those coral things. But now, just by buying them and being guaranteed, we now have S1 Galbrena. So I believe in the future, if I am guaranteed and I want to get a copy of another character, and I have enough of those coral, I am just going to buy the pools because you never know, I could get early, unlike today, and it could be a lot easier. The game obviously didn't like us today because we didn't get early. We actually got quite late, but regardless, it does not matter because Galbrena can now go S1, which means every single character we have on this account has at least one or more wave bands. Well, it has been a few days since the last recording, and to be completely honest, I do not remember what I said I was going to do last, but I do remember it was regarding this situation, because we finally have a S1 Galbrena, but yeah, this is an issue. I'm going to really deep dive into these echoes today, so I'm going to just remove every single one of the echoes and go completely fresh, straight from the start again. We would like, on the main one, we need a 3 cost, and we would like these guys. Now, we don't really care if it's on the Flame Wing Shadow or the Flaming Claw Print. Either one works, we want to run both of them anyway. So we'll look across both. In terms of the Flame Wing Claw Print set, we don't really have anything good aside from this, which is half decent but not very good. And then on the Flame Wing Shadow, such a confusing name for 2 separate sets, we again don't have very much good stuff. It's all pretty bad. So we are definitely going to need another one of these Corosauruses. So let's begin there. And because I just took all the echoes off Galbrena, she's probably doing no damage now. That was such a smart idea. So we're going to start by going and hunting down some Corosauruses and trying to get something good from them. Now, there's not a ton of them in the world, which is a small issue, but I guess I'll just have to make do with what I can get because I have been farming these guys pretty regularly and I have gotten not much. Also, they're not guaranteed to give you an echo, so that's another issue, which is why we don't have many of them because most of them just don't drop echoes. So last one I could farm, we get nothing. We would like fusion damage and we would like to see a double crit energy regen. We got crit rate. That's something. Let's try that again, shall we? We would like to see double crit energy regen. Oh, okay. Thank you. Rest of the stats are garbage, but it is double crit. It is energy regen. Genuinely was not expecting to get that, but sure, okay, that works. That is good. Piece number 1 acquired. That's actually so surprising. I was genuinely not expecting to see that. The other stats are pretty garbage, but it's got the main 3 I want, which means we can move over to this one, which can be a 4 cost. Now we have 1 piece on the Flamewing claw print. I believe we want to have a full Flamewing shadow set, so I'm probably going to try to get the 4 cost on the Flamewing shadow set. That piece is not bad, to be fair. I think we do want crit rate over crit damage because right now she does need a lot of crit rate. So I'm definitely looking more towards the crit rate, in which case this piece isn't actually bad. Again, it doesn't have ER on it, which I would like, but it is double crit attack, so it could just be a really easy piece to throw on there and that'll give her some decent stats. Bit of crit rate, bit of attack percent, bit of crit damage, crit rate main stat. I think I'm pretty happy with that one. I think I'm going to leave that. Then we need to move to the 3 cost over here, which if I can keep on Flamewing Shadow, that would be good. But I think what I'm going to do is just level up anything that's fusion damage, see what we get, and then we can go from there. And nothing else is fusion damage, so I'm modifying stuff. We would like fusion damage, and once again, a double crit ER. We got single crit ER, basic attack, heavy attack. That's not terrible, but I would like to see that double crit. I mean, hey, double crit, but it doesn't have ER on it. It does have skill damage, but I think we're more looking for... I actually don't remember what damage bonus we're looking for specifically for Galbrena. I believe it's like heavy attack or something. Well, Jesus, okay. Apparently, I've just been really, really unlucky in all of my other leveling up videos. Or I'm just being really lucky today because there we go, just like that. There is a piece for Galbrena that is almost perfect. Fusion damage, crit rate, crit damage, energy regen, heavy attack bonus. That is the damage bonus we need. And skill damage, which isn't super useful, but I mean, hey, I cannot complain. That is very, very nice. Which means now we need to deal with this situation, the 1 costs, which somehow always prove to be the most difficult. Now we're going to need 1 on Flamewing Shadow and 1 on Flamewing Clawprint. So let's start off with the Flamewing Shadow piece. At the moment, we have some with some ER and attack and crit damage, but no double crits. We do have double crit heavy attack, which is not bad. Actually, what ER are we running at the moment? We have 118. Yeah, I need a little bit more. I'm looking to get over 120. So I think I'm going to look into doing some modifying again. We have plenty of these modifying things. I don't really need echoes for too many other characters. I just need them for Galbrena. So let's see if I can get something good. Attack percent, and we would like to see, once again, a double crit and some energy regen. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, that's, we're definitely ignoring that piece. It is a good thing I have a lot of echo level up materials because we are going through all of them and getting absolutely nothing. Oh god, how many of these do I have? I have 98 of those. Yeah, I'm fine on the modifiers. And I think I'm also pretty good on the everything else. I have like over 1,000 of this stuff. These, I have over 1,000 of them and 12,000 of these, so we are definitely not lacking there. Oh, it's kind of good, but doesn't have crit rate, and I kind of need crit rate. So I'm just going to use everything and try to get something decent. Okay, this is why I hate 1 costs. Why are 1 costs always the most difficult? They are impossible to do all of the time. They are always the hardest echoes to level up for some reason. They're the easiest to get the main stat correct, but the substats good bloody luck trying to get a good substat because they're all garbage. Like, these kinds of pieces are the closest I can get where it's got crit damage or crit rate and ER, and then maybe it'll have like heavy attack or attack percent. That is the closest I can get to a good piece. Everything else has been horrendous. Crit rate, awesome. Energy regen, awesome. Basic attack, resonance liberation, and attack percent, yeah, I guess. That is the closest I am getting. Well, there is one more piece we can modify, and then I do actually have one other attack percent I can try my luck out with. But I'm not liking our chances of that. Give me something good. No, not at all. Okay, well, that's an issue because I need this set. I need one on this set. So let's go farm the Tacit Nightmare Nest thing. Not that I'm expecting to get too much from this, but let's go run this and see if we get anything good. Otherwise, I'll have a look at the other set, see if I can get a good piece there, and then we can just put on some kind of garbage piece that at least gets us some of the right stats. I could also go craft some stuff up in the databank and see if I get anything there, but that is even more luck dependent, and that's just to get even the right set, not even bothering about the right echo, right main stat or substats. Just the right set is a little bit of a luck game. So there's not a good chance that's going to happen. I mean, we've gotten pretty lucky so far with the rest of our echoes. It's just those goddamn one costs that are being the most painful things ever. But let's see, we've got a few echoes here. They're not particularly good by any means, but let's see if any of them can give us good substats. And I don't believe there's a way to re-roll substats in this game, so I can't just try to get something better, but yeah, okay, great. Well, let's try our luck out on the other set. I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't like our chances, but if we can get one here, that means we can go kind of copium for the good. We can go copium for the other piece. I'll take it. It's not perfect, but it's bloody good enough. Where are we? Flamewing, Clawprint, that piece. Give me that. That is the best I'm going to get. Let's go back to Flamewing Shadow. I have nothing here because all my pieces are garbage. But that is probably, that's probably looking like the best piece we have at the moment. It's not perfect by any means, but that has been substantially better progress than I've ever made on my Galbrena. We are now only using one mediocre piece. This piece, while it could have better other two substats, is pretty good. This one, again, could have better other two substats, but has three main substats we need. This piece is basically perfect. This one, again, could use some other stuff instead of the flat attack and resonance liberation, but again, it's good enough. We don't talk about that one. It's got crit rate, it's got ER, it's got heavy attack, it's got the right stuff. It doesn't have crit damage. I would have liked crit damage, but I think we'd have plenty of crit damage anyway, which leaves us on a 2-piece Flaming Clawprint and the full set of Flamewing Shadow, and a 68 to 271 with 138 ER, 2,200 attack, and then where's the heavy attack? 17.2% heavy attack, bit of resistance liberation, bit of basic attack, a bit of skill damage, 82% fusion damage, and then why do we have arrow damage? Okay, don't know where that's coming from, but we have arrow damage for some reason. Build-wise, I would like some more crit rate. The crit rate is a little bit low. Same with the crit damage, to be fair, it is a little bit low compared to our Carlotta with 73 to 280 and our Chacona at 71 to 293. The 68 to 271 is definitely a little bit lower, but honestly, I think it is pretty good. If I get a crit damage here, we'll boost that crit damage up. It'll get around that 280, 290 as well, like all the other characters. Actually, you know what? We lose a little bit of attack, but we gain crit damage and we gain crit rate. I'm going to swap out of that. We are losing a little bit of attack, but I think for the better crit ratio stuff, it will be better in the long run, because that now puts her to 71 to 272. So like 1% more crit damage and 3% more crit rate. But we are over 70% crit rate, which is what I wanted. We are at 2,100 attacks. We have dropped that attack a little bit, but I think that is definitely looking a little bit better. And I'm pretty happy with the build at the moment. So I think I am going to leave Galbrena's build there for now until we can do some more pulls and get some more copies of her. Then I might come and try to fix this piece and this piece. But for now, I think that is good enough. It puts her on par with all the rest of the characters in terms of stats. She actually has the most attack out of everyone, which is good. And then pretty similar crit ratios to everyone. A little bit lower crit damage, but it is pretty good overall. So let's go see if this boosts our damage now with S1 and on the proper set and proper everything is a lot better now. Proper substats, proper set. Let's go see if she can do good damage against something. Now for this, we're going to be swapping up the team, going to our full fusion team. Even though this isn't really doing much at all we're doing is getting a little bit of a, what is it, heavy attack? Yes, heavy attack boost from Mortify. So it's not perfect, but let's do this really quick. We're gonna kill this thing before we do any good damage, aren't we? Yeah, 100%. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Big damage time, let's go. Oh my god, he disappeared. I saw a 95 there at the end. I didn't see much though, because there's a lot of damage happening. I am going to do this properly, and I will put up a tally of how much damage that did just after I used her burst, so not counting stuff before that. Basically, as soon as I used her burst, we're going to see how much damage it did after that. So I'm going to throw that tally up on screen now. This was the total number of damage we did from Galbrena in her one rotation of her burst. And seeing as I'm doing some 20Ks now and some 17Ks, 22Ks, and I'm not even using her burst, I think that burst was probably doing like a good amount of damage. Or burst and following attacks were doing a pretty solid amount of damage. And the resistance to interruption, I haven't really managed to test out too much, because that's the only thing I'm really getting out of S1. Well, I don't expect this to go well, but let's quickly get through this first side, and then we can see how Galbrena does on the second side, and see if we notice that resistance interruption doing its thing. Well, there we go. First side is done. We finish with 1,400 points. You know what? That's not terrible. Still leaves me zero hope for getting the lowest rank, but not terrible. So let's do a quick little rotation over here. Galbrena, Echo, do some stuff until we get her enhanced skill there, and then we do skill burst. And we shred. Yes, we do definitely indeed shred. Everything is disappearing quite rapidly, in fact. Oh my god. That was quite satisfying. Things disappeared. There's definitely not as much individual damage from Galbrena, but she does so many hits of damage that I think it ends up doing like a lot of damage overall. It is still kind of single target, I think, even though there's like tons and tons and tons of hits. I believe it is still kind of single target focused, because it does very much feel like she is targeting one enemy over like just doing AoE and attacking everyone. But I think she can still attack a bunch of enemies if they're close enough together, which in the case of this, they tend to be. Oh my god, we are doing so much damage. I just noticed we are literally over the points of the S6 Carlotta team, and we've just gone past 30 seconds left. Might be a mix of the fact that we also have a buff that really works with this team because it's a fusion damage increase. Also could be the fact that apparently Galbrena is actually just that good. And there we go. What did we finish with? Did we get a score? We got a B. Oh, we only just got a B. It is, I'm pretty sure, literally 3,500 points to get B, and we got 3,500 points. So we only just got a score on that, but we did get a score, so that's something. Galbrena is definitely doing a lot more damage than she was previously. With that, I think that is a very nice spot to end this video off. Galbrena is now S1, and she is now substantially more built and does a lot more damage, and is actually now somewhat viable to use by herself in a proper team without having to have my Chacona or Carlotta to do 90% of the damage. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked this video, go check out the first pulls we did when we first got Galbrena and her weapon. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.